In this video, I'm working to get my Flowtron BK-15D electronic insect killer working again. We've had a lot of rain here in California. No big deal, I'm going to use two hands and just turn it righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So to unscrew it, you're going to turn it left. You're not going to see me do it because I'm going to put the phone down so I can use both hands. Action shot here, me finishing the removal. There is a washer and there are two holes in two different pieces of metal to hold them together. Now I'll take out the one on the other side. Okay, more action shot. Sorry. Doing it, turning. And there. We don't want to lose these because we don't want to have to go shopping to replace them. And then this just lifts off. What's underneath, we'll talk about next. So underneath, you'll find these corner things. Now I will tell you that in order to loosen them, this is a little clip and it's held in place by this I guess you could call it a tongue. And the tongue was wedged down against the clip so that there wouldn't be any movement. What I did is I took my screwdriver and I just dug under so that I could move the tongue over and then make it easy to remove this from here. Before you do that, you have to remove the screws that hold the cage and the assembly, the electronic assembly together. So I'll do that next. Okay, again doing the action shot here. It's taking a lot longer because I'm trying to catch the vid. Okay, there we go. Don't lose those either. Now we can remove this because, again, previously I had pried these up. And so it should come pretty easily. There we go. Now when I put it back all together, I'll probably be wanting to put it down that little tongue. Okay, sorry. This is the electronic part. And I believe this is what charges it and causes the zapping thing to happen. This is the bulb. I'll pull out the old bulb. Basically, you just rock it back and forth, and it comes out. The whole thing comes out of the socket. I'm realizing that you do want to hold it here because I think in doing what I did, I loosened the connectedness of the bulb to the socket. So don't hold it by the bulb and pull. Hold this to pull. The holder, the bulb holder, whatever you call that. You can see this side of the bulb is a little black, and we'll do some testing on it later. My son thinks that there are actually two bulbs in here and that one might be working and the other one might not. But that's a different experiment, and especially since I tugged on it, who knows what's happening inside there now. Now we'll put the new bulb in. It doesn't seem to have any particular direction, so I'm going to take it and just put it and push, right? So here we go, push. Again, I'll try to hold the socket, the frame, and push on it. The question is, how do I know it's solid and secure in there? Let's take a look. So right there is where we need to make sure we have a good solid connection. It kind of looks like it. Now I'm going to test it. It's plugged in, but it's not on. If we look back here, we can see there's a little light on, I think that's an igniter, and that is the next thing we're going to address. So The discussion we had earlier, my son and I, was that maybe the bulb would have still worked, one side of it, but that the igniter appears to be the problem. And I don't know. Let's see. So it might look like I just picked this up and decided to open it. Wrong. I've been working on this for a bit. Well, obviously because I bought the bulb. But I also wrote to the manufacturer and asked them if I could have a replacement igniter. So they sent one. That makes this a sponsored video. So I will be sure to tag it as such. And let's see what these igniters look like. Okay, to try to seat it a bit better, I did this with the screwdriver, trying to be very gentle because I don't want to mess up anything. And just pushed on it a bit. So I'm hoping that that's seated enough. Next, let's see what the freebie thing I got was. This is an igniter. Now, I'm not really sure how to use it. I mean, what's in here is just stuck in, right? So I'm going to pull it out. I don't know if I should have a pair of pliers or something to do the pulling, maybe. Let me see if I can find some. All right, here's some pliers. And we're going to try to do some pulling. Ugh. Well, that's not helping, so I'm going to put this down. All right, so I had to take a break to see exactly what I needed to do here. Travis Does Firewood had a video that did this same thing. So if you want to flip over there, you could totally do it. What he said is that the fact that this is black is an indicator that it is bad. So good to note. I'm still trying to pull out this. Now, it's always interesting to see other YouTubers do things because, like, he seemed to get it out really easily. Unless there's, like, some sort of thing to make it easier to pull out, it ain't happening that easily for me. So how do I do this? Hang on. Okay, I've been working on it for a bit, and it looks like I am getting closer and able to pull a little bit of it out using the bird beak pliers. I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. Okay, this is good. I'm getting a lot more throughput for my effort, a lot more responsiveness for my effort. I'm actually able to get it to come out, I think. Yay, there it is. Now, I think I just insert this in to here and see what happens. After I plug it in, of course. Insert. So that it's firm, but not too far in. I don't think it could go too far in anyway, because look how there's a certain length to this. So I think this is why they did this whole thing, because this was so hard to come out. Can you imagine trying to put one of these back in here? I don't know. I think that would be really hard for me to do, because that was really hard to come out. So let me push this in now, and then we'll plug it in and see what happens. Just point out that I'm pushing, and it comes out pretty easily, but I'm going to try to seat it a little bit more. This time it didn't come out so easily. But seat it a little bit more, not too far, and then we'll try lighting it up. Okay, I think that's it. Let's plug it in. Plugging it in. Yay, something's happening. Yay, it works! Yippee, 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 yay, it works. Now I'll put it back together. Okay, so we take this and we put it here. Oh, that has to stay out. And we seat it on top of here. Oh, wait. Oh, this needs to go this way. How do we know it needs to go this way? The bulb will not fit. So the bulb was jamming up on that thing because there is a little slot where the bulb fits in. Okay. All right. In. Now we buckle it up. First, we put in screws here, the silver ones, right here. Okay, we buckled that up. Now let's buckle up this part, right? These snap back in. I should technically flip that back down so it's in place. I don't actually think it's going anywhere, and I don't want to run the risk of breaking it off, so let's do that. That one's in place. One more to go. Oops, I'm going to turn it around. You can see I have a lot of projects and work here. That blue box next to me is another project. Okay, let's do this back again. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Put the lid on backwards because the Flowtron sign should be here. Instead, it's close to the plug, but that's aesthetic. I don't care. Let's plug it in and test it again to make sure, and then I'll go start zapping bugs. Oh, come on. Yay. Okay, good job. Good job. Good job.